A good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys just 2 wins over their last 6 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The numbers for Williams a week ago, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
So no gain on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Now Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cowboys at 12-2 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. That good for 19 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip the... Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Prescott to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Throw left side, held in by Pickens. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Deep to return is Darius Davis. This is taken at the 18. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So out come the Chargers. Now, so second quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time. On play action, Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Prescott off play action. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And he's been terrific all year running the football. You see the season numbers, up over 500 yards now for the campaign, and that is really an accomplishment for a quarterback. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 14. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Williams with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are once again back in front. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field.
Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Prescott. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing, Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Tui Pelotu in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Prescott down. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Finds Pickens out right. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Prescott from the gun. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and a yard. Off the play fake, Prescott. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost him.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room. Maybe a tryout or two for those guys who missed him.
And again, it's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And this is Lamb on the end around. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw. They'll try and do this. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now Prescott. 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this.
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. He's got it to the 43 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They give it to Williams, running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result of this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.